A $185 pocket cam packing a 180-degree view, going head-to-head against a $130 to $200 two-channel system boasting a 10-second buffered pre-roll. I already know exactly which one I'm grabbing for my daily commute.
And I know which one I'm buying for actual real-world protection. Because, yeah, sure, the Garmin is cute. But cute definitely doesn't save your footage when a hit and run taps your bumper at 2 a.m. in the lot. Let's talk about the Garmin Dash Cam 67W. You can grab it for $184.95 at B&H in Crutchfield, though it'll run you $259.99 directly on Garmin's own store. Now, this thing pushes 1440p resolution at a buttery-smooth 60 frames per second, complete with a massive 180-degree diagonal field of view. All of that tech is packed right behind a 2.0-inch QVGA screen, and the whole unit weighs just 0.12 pounds. Right inside the box, you're getting a magnetic mount and a 16GB micro SD card. Plus, it's fully loaded with voice control, GPS and Galileo, parking guard via Wi-Fi, and Clarity HDR. On the other side of the ring, we have the Thinkware Q200. It's $129.99 for the one-channel front setup, or $199.99 if you want both the front and rear cameras direct from Thinkware. It shoots 1440p at 30 frames per second using a 4-megapixel OmniVision sensor. The 125-degree lens is narrower, sure, I'll give you that, but it uses a supercapacitor instead of a standard battery. That right there gets you a buffered parking mode, which actually saves the 10 seconds before and the 10 seconds after an impact. Add in a thermal shutoff at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and the fact that it's multiplexer ready for up to 5 channels. I can already see the split here. Garmin plays directly to drivers who want to just stick something behind the rearview mirror and totally forget about it. Marcus just wants the absolute best, regardless of price.
Look, I don't care about setting it and forgetting it if the camera forgets the incident because it only starts recording after the impact happens.
You know, 3 months ago, I actually watched a pickup driver completely sideswipe a parked Civic on my street. It was 9 p.m., pitch black, absolutely no witnesses around. I pulled out my old 1080p dash cam to get the guy's plate, and it was just 3 blocks of gray mush. Totally useless. Exactly. And that is exactly why resolution isn't the only spec that matters. I bought the Garmin specifically because it's tiny. I'm talking literally 2.2 by 1.6 by 0.86 inches. It hides behind the mirror like it was never even there to begin with. The magnetic mount takes maybe 90 seconds to pop on and about 5 seconds to pull off. And with voice commands like save video or take picture, my hands literally never have to leave the steering wheel. But here is what Dean won't tell you about that. The parking guard only saves the footage after the G-sensor hits. There is no pre-roll. So if a car clips yours and speeds off, you just get the aftermath. You do not get the license plate. Okay, valid point. The Q200's supercapacitor does give you that buffered parking. You get 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after. But you have to hardwire it to get that feature. The included cable is 13 feet long, but the hardwire kit is only 10 feet. When you're out there at 2 a.m. freezing in a cold lot trying to run wires, that 3 feet makes a huge difference. Let's talk thermal protection, though. The Garmin's battery literally dies in parking mode past 30 minutes. The Q200, on the other hand, just switches to energy-saving mode at high heat instead of shutting down entirely on you. But here is the real twist. The Garmin gives you a 180-degree view. Now that sounds amazing on paper, right? Until you realize it pulls in your entire windshield frame and all the dashboard reflection. The Q200's 125 degrees is a tighter shot, absolutely, but the footage is so much cleaner. Also, we have to talk about connectivity. Garmin's Bluetooth connectivity is basically common dropout territory. The Q200 runs on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi through the Thinkware Dash Cam Link app. Honestly, it's a bit clunky, but it pulls footage way faster than Garmin's app ever could. Let's talk about the common mistakes people make with these setups. Mistake number 1. Buying the Garmin and thinking its parking guard is full surveillance. It's impact only, with absolutely no buffer.
And mistake number 2, not hardwiring the Q200 and somehow expecting you'll get buffered mode straight from a standard 12-volt plug.
Which brings us to mistake number 3, running a massive 512 gigabyte card in the Garmin. Its firmware can actually freeze up with oversized cards. You really need to stick to 128 gigabytes or below. So here is my final verdict. Buy the Garmin 67W at $185 if you want the smallest possible footprint, the widest view, and the easiest install. It is simply the best daily driver value out there. And here's my verdict. Go with the Q200 at that $130 to $200 price point if you want real parking protection, supercapacitor reliability, and multi-channel expansion. It is the absolute best for capturing actual, usable evidence when you need it.
Obviously, we completely disagree on this one, but at the end of the day, you pick based on your lot, not your ego.